What's up, everyone? Welcome to Maybe You're Like Me. How are you doing today, babe?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, she's so good. She's here on the old Podcasty.
Podcasty.
What's crazy is that is like right at a year old that you invented the term Podcasty, and it changed everything.
It did. Changed everything. The whole direction.
Yeah, no, that's honestly the one thing that, like, you're frustrating to me because I put hours and hours into this podcast of thought and vision and value to bring in people's lives. And then you come on the show a little tired one night. A lot tired one night. And you go, Podcasty. And that is the only thing people talk about.
Okay. I know what the people want. It's
you do.
So hire me for all your podcast consulting.
Yeah. So that's actually what we wanted to talk about today. Katrina's opened a new podcast consulting business. It's called Poddy by Caddy.
Yep, that's it. And Poddy by Caddy. And the tagline is Poddy by Caddy. That's it.
It is a great tagline there. People are really gonna dig it. So
singles of them.
All of them, yeah.
Ones of them.
Yeah. And but genuinely, it's insane that you could just be a nerd one night and that is the most popular thing that we've ever done on this podcast. I've talked to...
It's great for the old ego.
I've talked to national thought leaders. I have talked to people around the world, including Canada and Australia. Actually, only including Canada and Australia. I have talked to authors and musicians and artists and everything in the middle. And guess what? The one thing that people want to talk about is you going...
I bring quality. I bring depth. Okay. It's
so good.
What I have to offer this world.
So good.
People want.
Well, it is Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought it'd be a good time to hang out with you for a minute and talk about life. How's life been, babe?
It's been great. Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good.
Yeah.
The house is clean.
Yeah, it is.
So that's all I care about right now.
And we're shooting this in our house today.
Mm-hmm.
And there are Christmas lights on our house for the first time
in
the 8
major
years.
Props.
8 years that we've lived here. We got our inflatable guys outside. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see our beautiful Christmas tree, our stockings hung with care by the chimney. And
our little squirrel in his undies hanging on the Christmas tree.
That's one of those
front and center.
Yeah, that's one of those ornaments that every year I'm like, why do we have this? Number one, I don't know where we got it from. But number two, I'm like, either. Boys, do you really want to hang that up? And that is the one.
That's the focal point of our tree.
That's the one that they want front and center.
Yep.
And
it's cute.
Here we are.
The reflection of who we are.
Is really the truth.
But major props to Mike, because in this crazy busy season, he knew it was a dream of mine to put Christmas lights on the house, and he did. He tackled it and he made it happen.
And I will say, this is I've tried several times to put Christmas lights up on our house, and it always ends in me getting hurt, and then me saying some things I regret, and then me having to apologize, and it's just a whole spiral.
I think there's like a throwing of strands of light somewhere in the middle there. Yeah.
There's broken glass somewhere.
There are some broken ceramic light bulbs.
and some broken egos as well.
But this was your year.
You know what? 2023 was my Christmas year to make it happen. So I'm happy to say that we finally got it together. We've lived here for 8 years now.
Approaching 9, yeah.
Approaching 9 years now. And we finally did it. Look at us.
Proud of you.
You know what they say? 8 is the charm. 8's enough.
Do they say that?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
I've heard it once or twice.
Feels made up.
So, but yeah, it is Christmas time. And so we just wanted to talk about a little Christmas stuff. And then at the end here, we're going to give a quick update on what's going on with the old potty. And so normally when we do the podcast, I prepare things that Katrina will know ahead of time about, or like when I do the podcast, I give the guest a heads up on what I'm asking, but not today.
Love
today.
that for me.
Yep. Today I'm just going to let Kat have to experience this with all of you. So let's go ahead, and this is a quick first date round. just for fun. It's Christmas time. And so if you had to make your Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies, so you get 4. So I'm not asking you to do your favorite because we've discussed this before.
We have discussed how I don't do one favorite. Thank you.
That's correct. So if you had to pick 4 here, we're going together. We got lights on the house, and we are quit asking what your favorites are. So good. All right. So what is your top 4 Christmas movies? What's your Mount Rushmore?
Okay, Home Alone.
Obviously. Which number Home Alone?
I'm going 1 because it's OG, but I love 1 and 2.
Okay. Can't go wrong there.
I love them almost equally, but number 1 is OG. Elf.
Okay.
Naturally. The Grinch. Jim Carrey version. Sorry for all you classicals out there, but Jim Carrey crushed that role.
I'm going to be honest. The animated one.
I do love that one
with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's delightful.
Cumberbatch. I love that one. However,
that's okay.
Jim Carrey stole my heart in that costume.
How could you not?
Have you seen him?
It's so green. You got 3 now.
Ooh, number 4, the Santa Claus.
Oh,
with Tim Allen.
You love the Santa Claus.
I do. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Every single Christmas season, I'm like, every night we're watching a Christmas movie.
It's true.
And we watch all of them, and I love all of them.
The thing is this, though, every now and again, like if I want to score points, like husband points with Kat, and it's like June, and like Kat's had a rough week, I'm like, hey, let's put on Home Alone tonight. And I know that'll win me a couple husband dad points. Yep. And sometimes that's what you need. 10 out of 10. Recommend. If I had to do mine, I would do.
We're asking you.
Yeah, absolutely. People want to know what I think about things, babe.
Can I guess?
Huh? Yeah, go for it.
He loves it when I cut him off like that.
It's so great. Everybody loves it. It's really good.
Number 1 is Elf.
It's a fantastic first choice.
Is that your number 1?
It is.
Yep. See.
I love Will Ferrell in that.
I know you do. Number 2, I'm going Home Alone.
Okay, it's a good choice.
Is it number 2?
I think so. This might be a controversial thing, but I am going to, on my Rushmore, I'm putting Elf and then Home Alone 1 and 2. So it's Home Alone's taking up 2 spots up there. It is.
Oh gosh, I don't have a clue what your 4th one would be. I'm not even gonna try.
For the sake of
it's Christmas for the Cranks, isn't it?
It is
love
not.
That one.
No, we watched that one the other night, and everyone in that movie is just so annoying. And I know that's the whole point of it, but it really got under my skin. Jamie Lee Curtis, annoying. Tim Allen, annoying. One of the Blues Brothers, can't think of his name, annoying.
Okay.
The whole town, just annoying people.
All right.
And they take Christmas way too seriously.
Just like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, they're just so serious about this.
Okay, let's move on.
For the sake of mine and every man out there, I'm gonna go ahead and put Die Hard as number 4. As soon as I started talking about man stuff, she rolled her eyes real big. Okay. I think she's.
You're so manly.
You know, it's me.
Okay, I do really love Die Hard.
Yeah.
But I would like to say that I am the one in this family who grew up on the Die Hard.
You know, we were not jumping off of Nakatomi Tower as a family.
I do really love Die Hard, though.
But yeah, in the last couple of years, I've watched Die Hard for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. So
I'm so happy for you. It is a Christmas movie. I'm going to stand with the team that's a Christmas movie.
All right. So that was great.
We loved it.
Yeah. So, but genuinely, I think if Katrina had her choice, her Mount Rushmore would be 100 movies and
easily.
Yeah. I've got my few that everyone you said I enjoy. I do enjoy. And be honest, every guy out there, when you watch the Santa Claus as a young man, Judy the elf, is that her name, Judy? Yeah. You wanted some of her.
And every girl had a crush on Bernard. Just Bernarding it up, you know?
That Bernarding it up.
Yep.
It might be the new catchphrase.
Bernarding it up.
Oh, man. If you ever wondered what Katrina's gift in life was, it is jingle making.
It is, yeah.
And it's only with that noise.
It's when I feel really awkward. These are the things that come out of me.
Oh, okay. So that was a great first date round, a little Christmas time action there. Loved it. And so, okay, here's kind of the main reason I wanted to do this episode. So if you are a regular listener, number one, thank you. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Number two, you may have noticed there's been a few week gap between the last episode that aired around Thanksgiving time and now in the middle of December. And so I just wanted to like quickly talk about what's going on with the podcast and then let everybody know what's going to be going on in the near future with the podcast because things are a brewing. So kind of towards the middle end of like the fall. So towards around the time that like some of the last episodes were airing, I just really started to feel like that I wanted to try to do something maybe a little bit different with the podcast. And so if you do anything creative, you might know that doing something week in and week out, so like making an episode a week and scheduling interviewees and all this stuff, because of that, I felt like I wasn't making the best version of the podcast that I can make. And so here's what we're going to do. In 2024, we're going to do this. We're going to, instead of doing like an every week style podcast, we're going to move it to more monthly ideas. And it might not be on like the first weekend of the month or the first Monday of the month. It might be based on a holiday. So I've been dreaming up some stuff to do around Valentine's Day or Bastille Day or President's Day. So my goal is to get the president on for President's Day.
Well, that's important. Yeah,
obviously. So
he's not busy.
No, he's got time.
He's boring, you know, just he's not boring. I didn't mean that. I mean, he's bored.
Well, is that the CIA at the front door? Knock, knock, knock. Oh no, they've got you. But yeah, no. So in the near future, instead of it being an every week thing, honestly, when I was originally thinking about it, I was even thinking about just shutting it down completely for a little bit and just redreaming the whole thing. But then I started thinking about it and I really love getting to do this and getting to make Maybe You're Like Me. And I'm hoping that by not doing an episode every week, that I can start to dream up some new things too, because that I like just the weekliness of it. It kind of takes up a lot of brain space. And so I've wanted to try some new stuff. I've actually been dreaming up some new stuff and talking about it with Kat, and maybe some of those things will come to light in the next year. And so I just want to give myself some space to make some new stuff. So
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. And so 2024 might not look exactly the same as this year. It's crazy to me to think that this is episode 50.
That's wild.
That I've made 50 of anything.
That's really
ever.
cool.
So, yeah. And so it's been a lot of fun and it's not over. Actually, I thought about opening this episode up with that song "Time to Say Goodbye" by Pavarotti. Time to
There's still time.
Say goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
He's here.
You ever thought about what?
Yeah. But this isn't a goodbye at all. God bless you.
Thank you.
This isn't a goodbye at all. It is just want to let you guys know about what's going to be happening in the future. And so my goal too is with paring down how many episodes we do to try to bring in like even like better and better guests that can really help people too. So like that's something this might sound off to people that are listening right now, but because I am ADD and whatever, I would prepare episodes last minute. And I was thinking, I want to give people that are listening the very best episodes. And so I want to ask people the right questions and talk about things that will help people as they're listening. And so that's what we're going to be doing in 2024. And even to the point that just the other day, I recorded an episode with an amazing lady who wrote a book about like starting, like she helps small businesses, but like everything she does is to help people to get over the fear of starting and doing those dreams you have. And so
that's cool. That's
going to be a really good episode to start off 2024.
Yeah.
And to get this whole thing kicked off. And
new year, new you.
New
or
year.
Is it new year, new me?
No one knows.
Can it be both?
New year, new podcast. So,
Heyo.
And so, yeah. And did you want to make your announcement?
Yes.
I'm springing that on Kat. No, Katrina.
I'd like to announce that I am.
Katrina's starting a podcast.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. What was the name of that podcast you wanted to start?
I don't know.
It was called Poddy My Body, right?
I see where this was going. Poddy My Body?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
No one knows.
Okay. Well, apparently I do.
So, it was a fitness one.
Oh, yeah, that one. Me,
It is,
queen of fitness. Yeah, I should.
Yeah, it is you slowly describing different exercises.
Oh, yes.
So, everybody
that millennial
out
slow
there,
talk. Yeah.
All right. So,
got that on lock.
So we're going to go ahead and play the quick intro. And you guys get a teaser.
Why are you doing this to me?
Of Poddy My Body.
Stop it.
With Katrina Burns. All right, everyone. Welcome to Poddy My Body with Katrina Burns. Right now, Katrina is describing how to do a jumping jack.
Okay, so my version of a jumping jack might look different than your version of a jumping jack. Because my version of a jumping jack involves just sitting down on the floor. So just slowly sit all the way down on your butt, crisscross applesauce.
Okay.
And pick up your phone, your cellular device, and look at it a little bit more than you already do.
And this has been Poddy My Body with Katrina Burns.
I'm sorry, guys. That wasn't my best.
That was not a great podcast. I don't think people gained any level of calisthenics.
Wow, how dare you?
That's my bad. But yeah, so that's what's going on here at the old This Poddy. And yeah, keep your ears out for whatever Katrina comes out with next.
It's not. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint you. That is not happening.
But I'm looking forward to 2024 and dreaming up some new things. I might release a new podcast and try different things. I've got a buddy who he started a new podcast and it was one really good episode. And I text him, I was like, this is an amazing podcast. What do you got next? He goes, I don't know. It might just be this one episode. So who knows? We might try out some ideas. I'm really liking Poddy My Body. It's got potential. We might want to think out the exercises a little more.
Okay. Well, you can't tell me to describe a jumping jack and expect me to really do that.
All the same. But yeah, so to close this whole thing out, I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone who listens and shares and makes this whole thing so much fun. Just recently, I've had a few people tell me, people that I don't talk to very often, I've seen them at parties and they're like, we love your podcast.
You partying it up?
Huh? They've been poddying it up. And so every time that I get to talk to somebody and anybody who mentions the show, it means the world to me that you listen. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to what 2024 has and making some more and better quality content for everybody. It's going to be a great year.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Sounds
I'm proud
good.
of you.
Well, yep. So you won't see us on Christmas. You don't have to listen to episodes on Christmas. Do you want to make a special just Christmas episode where it's Poddy in my presence and
why?
it's you describing the boys opening their Christmas presents.
Okay. Yeah. Or can it just be me singing Jingle Bells for
48 minutes?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could do that. Actually, to close this episode out, we're going to have Katrina sing Jingle Bells to us. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
Were you singing that as Shakira?
Yes. That's my go-to.
To everyone who has listened this year, I want to say a huge thank you. And you guys have an amazing evening, an amazing Christmas, and we'll see you next time here on Maybe You're Like Me.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
What?
Oh, what fun it is to ride.
Are you going country with it now?
Oh, I don't know. I did switch it up on accident. Sorry.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.